Officers responded to a vehicle crash in the 300 block of East Central Avenue. GMC Sierra struck an Infiniti sedan before crashing into a building. Multiple occupants of the Infiniti were transported to area hospitals with serious injuries. The driver of the GMC Sierra fled the scene before officers arrived. The crash occurred Saturday night at Young 13th and Schifferdecker. Reportedly, a northbound car crashed into a traffic light pole after crossing all lanes of traffic to the left. The female driver was transported to a local hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. When you see news, call or text our tip line at 417-782-1310. For News Talk KZRG, I'm Ethan Thomas on KIX 102.5.
Showers and storms likely today as we see a high near 93. Still a chance of storms in low 70s tonight. Storms in upper 80s on Tuesday. Storms in low 90s on Wednesday.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar still showing some clouds, even some pretty significant rainfall in southeastern Kansas that we're keeping an eye on.
71 in Stark City, 70 in Pittsburgh, 70 in Joplin. To sign up for severe weather alerts, download the Zimmer Storm Center app.
Time now for the KIX Kids Pledge, being brought to you by Josh Meeker at Country Financial. And today we're featuring Carter from Girard.
I pledge an allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic from which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and liberty and justice for all.
Great job, Carter. And if you'd like your kids to be on the KIX Kids Pledge, you can go to the KIX website. There's a button there on the main page you can hit that'll tell you how to upload your audio.
We're just 15 minutes away from your chance to guess and win the Great Plains Federal Credit Union Secret Sound.
$1,152.50 could be yours if you can be caller number 5 at 720 and tell us what that sound is.
Here's Bailey Zimmerman with Luke Combs.
On KIX 102.5. We're trying to get on TikTok, so give us just a second.
I got it.
How was everybody's weekend?
Good morning.
Well, we're on all the important streaming services.
There we go.
You got it? You ready?
Yep.
All right, so we're not going to be on TikTok today. They really do not want us on there, I feel like.
That's so bizarre.
Yeah. So,
Morning, Megan. Morning, Sarah. Morning, Thomas. Christy, good morning. Carol, good morning. The word bed does look like a bed, Megan. You're right. Oh, Megan, that's so exciting.
browser didn't show up.
The rah-rah, moving furniture into the classroom today. What's it say? I don't know how there's a network error. We're fine everywhere else.
So we'll just have a little black square up there at the top. We'll be all right with that.
It'll be fine.
I hate when the quality of what we do is so limited by garbage like this. Oh my gosh, TikTok was so badmouthed by everyone.
Really?
Everybody's like, it's kind of a
Yeah.
everybody. The big thing is Instagram for posting. Facebook's still very, very viable. They say it really depends on who your audience, and I mean, we're talking. I've got them down in there. I'll have to look up their names. I, of course, didn't know any of them. All of them. CHR Urban Top 40.
Jimmy says she was bitten by a spider on her back. She's going to the clinic this morning.
What kind? Oh, well, you don't know yet then, do you?
Oh, Jimmy, I'm sorry.
I'm betting it's a brown recluse. At least you're going this morning. That's the problem is a lot of people get bit by a spider and then they wait or put it off and it has the time to get necrotic.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, Christy, you're necrotic enough.
Jimmy?
Jimmy. Both of you. All of you guys are necrotic enough.
Is it moving this way? Look at the little dudes.
A little bit.
Sprouting
A little
below.
bit. The bottom end is coming over into Labette County. So it wasn't there 15, 30 minutes ago. Yeah, that's why I've been watching this and wanted to start mentioning it because it is getting in the listening area. Parsons, Altamont, that area is getting ready to get some pretty heavy rainfall. And the big thing is, with the ground as dry as it is, the absorption rate increases after drought or long period without rain. So there's a strong likelihood that we could see flooding from this. Water's going to rise really, really quick.
I don't think it is either. I think it's
KIX 102.5, the four states, number one for country. Morning KIX with Brandy and Jen, 709.
showers and storms likely today with a high near 93. It is 70 in Joplin.
And looks like we could be getting some more rain out of all of this stuff that's been over southeastern Kansas most of this morning.
I mean, it looks like it's finally moving into southwest Missouri. Not quite there yet, of course, but headed this way.
It's like Labette County right now. So we're watching that for you, and we'll let you know if it gets any closer.
And we're just 10 minutes away from your chance to guess and win the Great Plains Federal Credit Union Secret Sound.
$1,152 up for grabs if you can be caller number 5 at 7:20 and tell us what the sound is.
Here's Sam Hunt.
On KIX 102.5. We need to push we got
Morning,
Hardy
Greg.
tickets up for grabs this morning
Hardy.
at some point.
The show's on Thursday.
Yeah. And we will have Roots and Boots tour tickets starting Thursday to give away. And I finished out summer ticket shootout. It's all done. So one of the things that I saw and discovered this weekend, we're going to be trying on you guys soon. It's a game that we can play across. I mean, between you guys and between the listening audience, everybody can play on your phone, and you don't have to talk or be seen or anything to do it. It's like a multiple choice thing that will pop up on your phone that you can play even while you're on here talking to us. There's no chatting to do or anything like that. You just hit a button out of a multiple choice.
You have to download an app?
No.
Nice.
It will give you a link we can put in the comments over here, and you just click on it, and boom, it opens up, and you play the game.
Cool.
We were doing this at the convention across everyone in the audience, and they were playing it up on the screens. I know they've used these at summer camps for like the past 5 or 6 years. I've never thought about using it across multiple platforms like on air and on video. It'd just be fun,
Yeah.
super easy fun. One of the other things that we found here, short form video, still the most popular format, pulled from long form video.
Okay.
Spiced by trend video, but just spiced by trending video.
Okay.
So the Kylie vids are trend video.
Yes.
What we do here is the long form. So you pull short form pulled from long form that promotes back. Okay. So you've already got the content. Why are you trying to come up with new content? There are some samples that I have from a couple of guys on here. The thing, which I know you've begun doing, the repeat
Mhm.
content every 2, even 3 times,
Oh, okay.
as long as it's more than 90 days out.
Oh, then we're good.
Yeah.
It's like a year out that I'm reposting them.
Here are your social posters. So you're wanting to know who they were. Ashley Young is one that was there. Bree Specific. Ashley Young hosted it. She was the moderator for that panel. But Bree Specific is one of the biggest ones.
Ashley Young is a soccer player.
Ashley on air. Look up hashtag Bree Specific. Or Ferrari Simmons. Aaron Fresh Knight. Bootleg Kev is another one.
I don't know any of these people.
Well, no, they're urban format. But their big deal is social media. Yep, that's her. How many followers?
24,000.
Oh, that's not that many. I thought there would be more than that. Is that on Instagram?
Yep, for Bree.
Really?
Who else did you say?
Bootleg Kev. Ferrari Simmons. I really like him. And he has his own deal now, even his own podcasting company.
He's got 120. Okay. And there was one more you said.
Bootleg Kev.
Bootleg Kev. Got 146,000.
Also, something I really liked and I'm looking to find was LTX and Animaker. Animaker, I really would like us to have this. I would like this to become a morning.
Animaker?
Uh-huh.
How do you spell it?
Animaker. I would like this to be a thing for us.
Animation maker?
So,
Okay.
sorry. No, it wasn't redneck. It was ghetto. I think ghetto. I thought redneck Delilah could be a bit we did, but they do it with that animated video. Is the way that they promote it back. Was that it?
I mean, not that I'm seeing just through a Google search, but morning, Christine. She said, "Oh, he's back. He's back from boot camp." Oh yeah, it's really spreading out down south now, down into Craig County, Ottawa County. That's not Ottawa County. Whatever county is west of Craig County.
I wrote it down what I thought it would be for us if we used that bit. Well, anyway, what they do is they do these bits, and every time they do one of these bits, they have a caller call in and ask a question. It's a guy who plays the voice of this, talking like this, telling what, and everything. And well, then they do a video, and it's back and forth with the phone call from the listener to the radio character, pretend mama for a minute, and then anytime, like, I'm sitting down here on Walmart on ice, it would show him on the phone sitting on ice, like that and everything. So KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen
We've got your chance to guess and win the secret sound right after Luke Bryan.
on KIX 102.5. And this guy is on Elena all this week when you promote that at the end.
How cool would it be, though, to have little animations of Mama? That'd be so fun.
Well, of anything that we do,
Mm-hmm.
me and you sitting here, microphone, animated avatars of us. And I'm telling a story and I say, and it sounds like a bunch of machine guns coming in the wind and there's machine guns. It's showing that it takes AI and does a very little, you can choose how much or how little to create these video little animation. It's a scene with our mouths moving, and then puts it all together into the video for that.
How long is it free for?
Hilarious. It's not free at all.
That's what I figured. Well, they give you the option. To make
I
one
don't know
for free
that
to
I don't
start.
know what they use at the station we were watching. I went
Okay.
looking for animation makers to try to find something that was similar.
Gotcha.
Could not, and I found these few like that. I don't know what they use, and I doubt they want to share it. It's their shtick. Then down below that, I have a whole bunch of. They did the best bit ideas. There's some ideas in here that we might be able to do.
Yeah.
One of the coolest things I heard all weekend was KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 720.
Showers and storms likely today. We'll see highs in the low 90s. It is 70 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the forecast. Say about this rain we're watching over in southeastern Kansas, moving through Lebec County right now. Pretty heavy little thunderstorms in this. Nothing too severe.
You think it's going to reach Joplin?
Oh, yeah. I believe it will. In fact, it's back building as it's moving toward Missouri. So I think we will get some rain out of this.
We'll tell you a full look at your forecast in about 4 minutes.
But it is time now for you to win some cash with the Great Plains Federal Credit Union Secret Sound.
We've got $1,152.50 up for grabs.
And all you have to do to win all of it is be caller number 5 at 623-1025.
And tell us, what is this sound? What do you think?
What is it? What is it?
Caller number 5 at 623-1025.
It's going to win all the cash.
From the 4 states, number 1 for cash.
Hi there, Morning KIX.
Caller number 1, keep trying.
Hi, Morning KIX.
Caller number 2, keep trying.
Hi there, Morning KIX.
Caller number 3, keep trying.
Hi, Morning KIX.
Caller number 4, keep trying.
Hi, Morning KIX. Who is this? Joyce, where you from? Joyce from Edna.
You are calling number 5.
All right, Joyce.
Yeah.
$1,152.50, and we would love to give it to you, Joyce.
If you can tell us, what is this sound?
She says, crushing a plastic water bottle.
For $1,152.50. That is not it.
But we're going to put another $25 in the jackpot, Joyce, making it $1,177.50.
And give you another chance to guess and win tomorrow morning at 7:20. Thank you, Joyce. Have a great day.
I've always thought Secret Sound was the greatest promotion ever, too.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. I found one that's better.
Really? Is it what I think it is? Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Doing it wrong.
Hmm.
There's a lot of conversations about that.
Supposedly.
That's a genius. When done.
Mm-hmm. I know. We've been muting the mics, Carol. That's why you couldn't hear us.
We're talking about some stuff that you guys wouldn't care about, or maybe we just don't want you to know about. And
Maybe
turn them on when it's relevant.
Yeah. If it's a secret thing that we want to share with you later.
Yeah, there's some stuff that we're planning, so I don't want to just give away everything right now. You'll find out, maybe, or maybe not. Maybe
40
you'll never
seconds.
know. It's frustrating, isn't it? If you'd like to talk about it outside of the show, we might be able to do that for a nominal fee. Joyce from Edna.
You are calling number 5.
Oh, wow.
Joyce.
Yeah.
$1,152.50, and we would love to give it to you, Joyce.
If you can tell us, what is this sound?
Is it crushing a plastic water bottle?
She says, crushing a plastic water bottle.
For $1,152.50. That is not it.
Oh, darn.
But we're going to put another $25 in the jackpot, Joyce, making it $1,177.50.
And give you another chance to guess and win tomorrow morning at 7:20.
All right. Thank you.
Well, that was easy. We didn't have to say a word. Gosh. What the heck? Hi there, Morning KIX. Hello. Goodbye. Well, man.
No winner today.
No winner today. Content is queen. Connection is king.
Ooh. Interesting. We're changing it up.
Yeah, connection is way more important than content. Biggest thing you can do for a co-host is to give grace. I think we're pretty good at that.
I think so.
There's one guy, R-Dub. You heard of R-Dub? You ever?
That's very familiar.
He and I talked quite a bit. He was the one that was riding in the Waymo that I was talking to. He has his own nation called Slow Jamistan. And you can actually become a member of this nation for free. You can become one with the name listed in that. There's a whole bunch of rules and everything. It has literally become lucrative enough that he has now been able to step back from radio a little bit. He's making so much money from Slow Jamistan.
Mm-hmm.
He bought like 10 acres out in the middle of the desert. They've got a sign up that says Slow Jamistan. He dresses up like a dictator, like Gaddafi or something, you know.
Yeah.
He has he said, will soon be full-time Porter Patrol. Switch the letters. So it's Porter Patrol, but they've got their own truck that goes around. They have a welcome center. It's crazy. He actually infiltrated the NATO meeting that happened in D.C.
What?
They didn't notice him until day 3. So, yeah, they have their own currency. All of this for sale at the gift shop.
That's crazy.
And he makes bank. off of this. He really, really does. So,
Slow jam.
you can go look at it. It's online. I mean, that's where it primarily exists.
Oh my gosh, there's a flag. There's a
By the way,
passport.
Crocs are illegal there. Love it. That is illegal. And they have a Croc threat level indicator at all times. So usually Croc threat level is at moderate.
There's a Sultan.
He is the Sultan. Yes, that's his title. And then we went to another early morning session that was primarily on morning show stuff, the one that we had talked about.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it would be a big sales pitch. I mean, there was a sales pitch, yes,
Of
but
course.
it was not. That was very, very, very little. Most of it was a lot of interactive discussion and talk. We did not go to the live improv thing.
Oh,
we skipped it. It was at the end of day 2, and we were done.
Yeah.
So nobody. I don't think anybody did. I think maybe 10 or 11 people went to that, and that was it.
Yeah.
So
What time do you guys leave on Saturday?
Saturday we left at about a little after 8. Got back about 4:30, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And my oldest daughter and her husband and kids were in. They had come in on Friday and stayed, and they were there until yesterday. So we spent a whole bunch of time in the pool.
Little man's feeling better than.
Yes, he was just so much smiles, so much,
Mm-hmm.
so much smiles.
So much.
Language English make do with.
And we're on the radio.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. They both have grown so much.
Yeah.
What the heck?
He starts kindergarten this year.
No.
Yeah. So I've got pictures I want to show.
Yes, pictures.
Let me pull up the pictures.
Deep in the heart of Texas.
Deep and hard. I made friends with a.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
So. Let me pull that up.
Megan says she's got the mimosa trees marked for springtime for you.
Thank you. So this was my Middle Eastern friends that I made the night before the last night. This was looking over the Atlanta skyline from our second.
The Austin skyline.
That's what I meant. Austin skyline. The second evening, they had another big mixer that was provided by Premier, who I've had 3 different conversations, including one that was scheduled over video content for radio, like we were.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, yes, we can do this. We had no idea there was a need for it. And I'm like, go look at our numbers.
Yes, there is.
It convinced them. They were doing demolition right over there next to us.
How was your hotel?
This is our hotel right here where we stay.
Was it pretty
This
nice?
is the hotel where the meetings were.
Oh, super
That's our
close.
hotel right there.
No.
Stop it.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say, unless you do it that way.
So this is on that same rooftop club that they were doing that mixer at. There's one
Mm-hmm. That's a cool place.
Now we're going backward. This is me looking all artsy fartsy. I wanted to do
Mm-hmm.
buildings in the background. So driverless cars were everywhere. I'm not talking about like we think of Tesla. I'm talking like Waymo and Zoox or Zoox. Every 5 minutes you would see a car go by with No one in it. And it's the cab services.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah. So
Crazy.
this one had pulled up in front of the hotel parking lot there. These little things on the top and on each fender would be spinning. They're scanners that run. A few minutes before that, I had seen it from the veranda going by on the street.
So do you get in the back or do you sit in the front or where do you sit?
In the back. Well, no, I've seen people sit in the front too.
Like, does it matter? Really?
I think you can have like 3 or 4 passengers.
But you can't be in the driver's seat.
No, I don't think so. Maybe? I don't know.
Like, why would it matter if it's all automated?
Right? So this is us playing cornhole. Me and Mark won.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a radio legend, Blair Garner. Some of you might have heard of Blair Garner after midnight when he used to be on the radio. I've been a big fan for a long time. This is the convention room with everyone in it. There is our friend Tom Watts, who ended up on a game show that they did up there. That was a lot of fun. He lost. He was the first one eliminated. This is from the downtown area on night 1. This is what they call Dirty Six, the 6th Avenue, 6th Street, whatever, where all the activities are in Austin.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we got to go.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country.
Now, my Jen's movie rehab recap right after Carly Pierce with Lee Bryce.
On KIX 102.5. So this is a band that was playing down there downtown the first night. Apparently it's not
Oh.
going to play because, Google. Or maybe it is. I don't know. The club called Friends.
And it was Friends theme.
Yeah, it's having so much trouble loading because of the videos. There's the Austin skyline coming into town that night. Oh, and there's our float trip from a few weeks before. So I have video of me singing
Oh,
karaoke.
you didn't show me that.
Well, it's because it's not in the photos. It came through messages. My neck got to hurting me one night because of the stupid pillows in the hotel, so I did that to relieve it.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Worked.
How was it ruined with Tom?
It was all right. Tom's not bad. Here we go. A lot of that is the crowd.
Were there a lot of radio people there?
I'd say about a third. Squeak. So anyway.
Do you have a video of you and Mark?
No, I don't know why they
man.
didn't do that. And it was so much better. Because I mainly let him do the main lines and I would do the harmony and
Does
stuff.
he sing?
Yeah, I thought he sang fine. He stayed on key.
Oh, good.
I mean, he
Better than
did
I am.
sing.
Yeah. Got up and did it.
Yeah. So, yeah, the driverless cars, the cabs, and there's no special app or payment. You're like, well, that must cost a fortune. No, it is an Uber. You go on Uber and it asks when you go on to select a car, it's like, are you okay with Waymo or with Zoox or with driverless cars? You say yes, then they're like, there's one less than a mile from you because they were everywhere. I could like look up and say, where's the driverless car? And within a few seconds, one would go by.
Yeah.
Plus, the scooters and the bikes laying everywhere. There's probably about 7 or 8 different scooter companies. And so what you do is you just come along, you pick one up, you scan it with your phone, and you go until you're done. Then you just leave it laying there. You're supposed to leave them standing at certain areas, but people don't. They just lay them everywhere.
Right.
So it looks like there's been a bunch of 7-year-olds playing all over the town, leaving their toys out everywhere. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Showers and thunderstorms likely today. We'll see highs in the low 90s. It is 70 in Joplin.
And we're still getting you signed up to win tickets to go see Hardy this Thursday night at the T-Mobile Center in Kansas City. Going to be an amazing show. Cole Wetzel's going to be there.
And all you got to do to get entered to win is text the word tickets to 417-623-1025.
Got to hurry, though, because there's only like 10 minutes left to get signed up. We're going to find out who the winner is at 7:50.
And then in the next hour, we're talking about the time that you fell asleep on the job.
Happened to everybody.
We've all
It's
done
very
it.
likely that it'll happen to me today because I am worn out after the weekend.
Yeah, you were down in Texas.
Yes, had to go down there for a radio convention, and so was not here when we made the movie assignment for. This is where we assigned Jen a movie to watch over the weekend because before she had come to KIX, she had seen very few movies.
And so anytime someone would reference the movie, I would have no idea what they were talking about.
Just sit there with drool on her chin until we got out the defibrillators and shocked her back into reality.
So every weekend I'm assigned a movie to watch, and then I come back on Monday, I rank it 1 to 10 and let you know what I thought about it.
And since I was in Texas over the weekend, we thought it would be a good idea to give you a Texas movie or a movie set mostly in Texas.
Which is No Country for Old Men.
Yeah, what'd you think of
I
that?
didn't like it.
What?
No, this is not
What?
a movie that I enjoy in any way, shape, or form.
Wait. The whole gas station scene with him and the old guy, that
It made me
scene?
so, every movie or every scene that Javier Bardem,
Yes.
that's his name, every scene he did made me itchy and uncomfortable.
Right.
He played it too well.
But that's what's the amazing thing about Javier Bardem is he is that level of an actor.
which is incredible. He
Yeah.
became Antoine Sugar for sure. But the whole movie though was it was gritty and brutal and bloody, and they killed the dogs, which I did not like that.
Right.
And I didn't like all the hunting of the people down is not anything that I enjoy because they were all such good actors that it made it really hard to be like, ew, this isn't real.
The one thing I will say I often had a complaint was the way it ended. And that's because that's the way the book ends. You're like, wait a minute. What happened to the story we were on? Why are we here in this kitchen talking about,
Right.
but it's the contemplation of what is life all about anyway.
Well, I mean, and for me, it started a little bit before that with Llewellyn. You follow Llewellyn and his essentially being hunted by Antoine, and then you don't even really necessarily get to know what happens with him. You assume, he was gunned down in the hotel room, and
Yeah.
then Antoine showed up and things. But it felt a little anticlimactic that you followed him so closely through this entire movie, and then, oh, hey, he's dead.
Cormac McCarthy is the guy who wrote the book, and he writes books like this. It's like he gets bored with this part, and so he goes over here and explores this one for a while, but that's the way it goes. Yes, he does get killed in the book. So.
And I felt like there was no redemption at all in this movie.
Or resolution.
No, not really, because it ends with like you said, the old retired at this point, and
Mhm.
he's no longer with the police force, sitting with his wife at the kitchen table, talking about the dream with his dad, and I'm like, what are we doing?
Yeah, and then
What?
you're like, wait, the movie's over?
Okay, so I don't know what to rate this. I have fought with this all morning, and since I watched the movie, what am I going to rate it? Because part of what made it so uncomfortable to watch is it was so well acted.
Well, you have the comfort in knowing that whatever you do, it's going to be wrong.
Okay, so I think I'm going to stick with fairly middle of the road and give it an 8.5.
Fairly middle of the road. That describes Jim really well, don't you
I know.
think?
What can I say? So it's not a movie that I would ever voluntarily watch. I don't want to watch it again. I can see why some people would find it appealing.
Yes, okay. That's a good way to assess it.
So we'll find out what I'm watching on Friday for the next Gen's Movie Rehab.
On the 4 states, #1 for country.
KIX 102.5. There's that one in this thing.
Oh, okay.
The moment the dog was limping away in the beginning of the movie bleeding, I was like, nuh-uh. And then they get to the scene where everyone's been gunned down and there's the dead dog.
Very
I was
violent.
like,
very, very violent.
no.
But the whole Tommy Lee Jones storyline is just so weird.
And I understand it too. I mean, you have this officer who operates so much in the past. That's
Mhm.
what he does. It's what he knows. It's how he's always functioned. And he doesn't necessarily feel like he fits
Right.
with the way that the world is now. And I get that. And I think that's a really interesting perspective to bring into the movie.
It's a very weird, I will admit.
But
I
it was kind
liked
of
it because,
the movie's here and that storyline's here.
and I don't think it could have been done well by anybody but the Coen brothers. This is
Yeah.
their type of movie. Hi there, Morning Kicks. Well, hello there, Dustin.
How you been? Did you have a good weekend? Good, man. You are happy this morning. I love that. What can we do for you today? What's the college sweetie's name? All right. We'll try and get some Garth on for you, my friend. Have a great day. See, Christine, it's not just you. You get a phone call and he just gets up and leaves. But the whole movie, though, the Javier Bardem was just so unsettling to watch. And the scene in the gas station where he's literally gambling with this man's life and calling it luck and choice. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, I kept waiting for him to kill the guy in the gas station. And as soon as he talked about flipping a coin, I was like, he's betting on this guy's life. That's what it is. And there was no compassion, no like humanity in his eyes or his face anytime he killed anyone. He was so cold, and I hated that. What's up? He just went to the restroom. He'll be right back. Oh no! Oh yeah, he did. Oh, well, that makes sense. What could possibly go wrong? So yeah, for me, it was not a movie that I would ever voluntarily watch, and I don't really want to watch it again. Also, for what it's worth, westerns just well, the last western I think Randy assigned, I fell asleep during. It was The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, right? It just doesn't do it for me. I get bored. And this was kind of a modern western, and it did not do it for me. All right, Randy, I need you to come back so we can call our winner. All right, last chance, guys, for those Hardy tickets if you want to go get signed up. Oh, yeah. He showed me too. Mm. Well, he came in first looking for you, and, well, you weren't there, so we had to show me. Do you think that winner's name is that, or do you think that's a typo?
I'm not seeing it yet.
Will you? I know, because I just got it.
We can have some fun with it.
I'm trying to look it up and see if this person has won under that name before. Maybe. Oh gosh. Uh-huh.
Right? It's one of the best bit
Yeah.
steals. I'm like, oh my. All right.
Oh my.
Oh my. There was a lot of that kind of. Yeah. This is Austin. All right, we ready?
Mm-hmm.
Hi, is this Timberly? So is it actually Timberly? You know, when I first saw that, I thought that's got to be a typo.
Right. It's got to be Kimberly, right?
So
like Timber.
Lee. No, what it was there was a daddy who wanted a boy named Tim and got a girl named Timberly, wasn't it?
Yep.
Well, to make up for your father's bad decisions, we have got you tickets to go see Hardy this Thursday night. Timberlake!
Woo!
You're going to be going to see him along with Coetzel at the T-Mobile Center in Kansas City.
Just Celsius, the Four States Concert Connection.
Do this for me. Say, KIX 102.5. Awesome. All right, Timberlake, we got to get a little more information from you.
All right, Timberly, can I get your birthday, please? Oh my gosh, we are almost birthday twins. I'm January 18th. Actually, you have the same birthday as my mom. She was January 17th. Now we're related. Can I get your street address, please?
What's the zip code in Goodman?
Did you really say Happy Nut Hollow?
Happy Nut Hollow.
Okay. Just checking.
That's where Timberlake lives.
All right. And your email is the CONDREAY and then your name. Is that right? Do you know if these tickets are going to be physical or email?
Didn't hear any of that, of course. All right, so Timberlake, these are going to be emailed to you probably today or tomorrow, very soon, because the show is this Thursday night, and all you have to do is just click on the link in the email, and it'll tell you how to claim these and set up your Live Nation account and all of that. Be looking for an email from National at ZRI Marketing. That's who it's going to be coming from, and it could end up in your spam folder, so watch for that too. If you don't see them by, say, Wednesday, I would call our business office at 624-1025, and they can check into it for you, okay? All right. Congratulations.
Enjoy the show.
Bye.
Bye. The baby's due date is January 17th. I love that. Great day. Christy says, who's going to be at Roots and Boots?
Same lineup. Colin Ray, Sammy Kershaw, Aaron Tippin. And we will be giving away tickets for that Thursday and Friday. And then also, that's going to be at Black Oak Amphitheater. Also at Black Oak Amphitheater, and I'm really excited about this one, is Dwight Yoakam, Ashley McBride, and Eli Young Band on September 6th. And we will be giving away tickets for that.
Oh, cool.
The first week of September. That's going to be an awesome show.
This summer has been awesome for
Next
giveaways. Holy cow.
week, we have Cody Johnson for you to win. And the week after that, we have more Born and Raised Festival tickets, including an entire weekend VIP set
That's
that we're
awesome.
going to give away. And Dwight Yoakam, and then John Party, and then Brothers Osborne, and then we'll have some Silver Dollar City tickets to wrap up the whole summer. And we're all
Love it. Baby Liam's going to be here in less than 3 weeks. So, rah-rah, I'm so excited for you. Time flies.
I did have a lot of this stuff from the morning show separate side deal that I went to.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of pat, but some of it was interesting.
Okay.
So they sent me all the slides from that whole deal,
Oh, cool.
and we didn't get to a lot of them.
All right, you ready? 15 seconds. You know, I just remembered we never mentioned that Luke Bryan was going to be on.
I know.
You went
I
straight
thought of
into
it
it.
then, but I was like, okay. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 752.
Showers and thunderstorms likely today. We'll see highs right around 93. It is 70 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast along with 4 states news in just 8 minutes. Say about the rainfall that's happening now over in Kansas, over around McCune, Walnut, just west of Girard and West Mineral. So it's moving to the east-northeast.
We'll give a full look at your forecast in just 8 minutes.
Plus, in the next hour,
We're going to be talking about the time you fell asleep on the job. Randy. Randy.
Yes, do that. Mother, no, don't touch me.
623-1025 to call or text and tell us about the time you fell asleep on the job.
But first, we've been getting you signed up to win tickets to go see Hardy, along with Co Wetzel this Thursday night at the T-Mobile Center in Kansas City, Missouri.
You ready to call the winner?
Why is it always my responsibility? What did you do while I was gone? Who called the winner then?
Well, I did it on my own because I could actually reach the phone then. I sit too far away when you're here.
You sit so far away because I'm here?
Well, because you have the chair closer to the phone than I do.
What if we both sat over here?
That'd be weird.
It would be
It'd be
weird.
so
Let's
weird. There's not
do
enough
that.
space.
It's just weird.
Stay over here.
You know what I'm going to do?
What?
I'm going to call the winner.
That's a great idea.
I'm full of great ideas.
Well, it's something, all right.
What if they don't answer? What do we do then?
Well, then we'll have to
Hello?
call another. Oh,
Hi, is this Timberly?
Yes.
So is it actually Timberly? You know, when I first saw that, I thought that's got to be a typo.
right. It's got to be Kimberly,
No.
right?
No, it's Kimberly with a T.
So,
like Timber.
Lee! No, what it was
Yes.
there was a daddy who wanted a boy named Tim and got a girl named Timberly, wasn't it?
100%.
Yeah.
Well, to make up for your father's bad decisions, we have got you tickets to go see Hardy this Thursday night, Timberly.
Awesome.
You're going to be going to see him along with Co Wetzel at the T-Mobile Center in Kansas City.
All right.
Just
Thank
so-
you.
Just Celsius, the 4 States Concert Connection.
KIX 102.5.
All right, you ready for Forrest after this? Bye, Sorara. Have a fantastic day.
Guarantee you that is sumo.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
I really, really, more than anything that I took away from this weekend, I want that animated video promo. That would give us so much video content. I've got to find, I'm going to run down the hall here and see if Tom can remember what was the name of the character.
I mean, you know how he is, though. There's also LTX Studio. You mentioned that one?
Yeah, LTX Studio is another one that does it, but none of them looked quite like what they were.
Yeah, this is different. This is, I don't know.
There was a look to the videos that I really, really liked.
Okay.
And again, all of these things we're going to have to prioritize and come up with a, can't just say, gimme, gimme, gimme. You know, we're going to have to
Yeah.
find a way to justify and prioritize
Mm-hmm.
and show maximum return for these to be able to get them.
Okay.
But that one, I believe, could be huge for video content. One station, they use it for one character and one character only. That's the only thing they use that stuff for.
Mm-hmm.
Idiots, you're missing the boat here. Every audio promo, you could have an avatar that closely represents who you are
Mm-hmm.
and be doing these for any and all promos. At least for your morning show.
Mm-hmm.
So let me go see if you can remember.
Okay. Oh my gosh. The Joplin Outlaws claimed the second straight Mid-America League title with a 10-6 win over Abilene. Congratulations to them. That is amazing. When he gets back in here, I'm going to ask him about the weather again because it's moving. It was building kind of to the. I couldn't find it.
And he used ChatGPT to take notes. He said, I can go through and pull it up and see what station.
Yeah.
So it's just a bit that they do on their station. But the videos are so good, and it's on YouTube. I wonder if I can find it on there.
Did you see that the Joplin Outlaws won? The
The final?
Yeah, they won the championship, the Mid-America title.
No.
This is the second year in a row that they've done this. They claimed the Mid-America League title, 10-6 win over Abilene. Seriously, Megan. Time just is wild.
Ghetto Delilah radio. It just pulls up Delilah bit. Most so many. But they all just kind of blurs.
Okay, why are you not loading now?
And they had some people who had been going to this. They finally gave a long time award. They got a cap. For if they'd been going for over 38 years.
Mm.
And Delilah presented an award.
Really?
Yeah. For women in radio thing.
Oh, cool. Hmm.
That style of animation was really a lot of what made it so funny. When I saw it, but I want other people to see and understand what I'm picturing for us.
Can you share an update on the weather? Do you still think it's going to hit down this way? Megan was asking. Do you think it's
And
gonna...
no, if it does, it's not going to amount to much, guys. It started to back build, and now it's stretched out, and it's losing severity. Here's your update.
Showers and storms still likely today as we see a high near 93. A chance of storms in low 70s tonight. A chance of storms in upper 80s for Tuesday. Partly cloudy overnight on Tuesday, but storms return on Wednesday as we see a high near 90.
KIX 102.5 Storm Tracker Radar. We've been tracking a line of thunderstorms that have been affecting parts of southeastern Kansas. Now are beginning to stretch down into northeastern Oklahoma, but as they're doing so, they're losing some severity. If we do get rain from this, it's not going to amount to much, and it's not going to be for a couple of hours.
73 in Seneca, 70 in Pittsburgh, 71 in Joplin. To sign up for severe weather alerts, download the Zimmer Storm Center app.
We're wanting to know about the time that you accidentally, or maybe even on purpose, fell asleep on the job.
What happened? You can call or text and tell us at 623-1025.
Or you can tell us on Facebook
Here's Thomas Rhett.
on the 4 states, #1 for country.
KIX 102.5. Okay, so
It was at the beginning of the best bits part.
does
So-
this look right? Okay, so this is all templates, but they also have. I think they're all going to look like that.
It was like almost like what's the name of the on South Park? They have the little boy
Oh,
that can't talk.
when they're Canadian.
And I've seen these before done with radio stations that have done full animation setups with movement and everything. And I'd looked into it once upon a time. I found a program that you could actually do it manually. This is before AI, and it was way too much work. I tried doing one break and spent 3 days working on it, never did finish it. It's got to be easy. That's why. And the guy who was there was talking about it briefly. He goes, "We used AI to do that. It takes me literally seconds." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, that's why didn't I write down
Morning, Katie.
They did say video content. One of the guys that was doing that.
Okay, hold on.
Said,
Showrunner.
that's the one I think I used years ago. But now if it's got AI, yeah, that looks kind of cool.
Oh, there we go. I just want to see. Give me some examples. Oh, okay. I don't want to log in my Discord right now. No, I mean there's join. Showrunner.
website's
Showrunner.xyz. I mean, they could have gotten it from Discord. Hold on. I have Discord on my phone. There's also VIR.
Yes, there's a lot of them. None of them look right. They all have an AI look to them. This did not.
Let me find my Discord.
Adobe actually looks right. Adobe Express.
Really?
Yeah, it actually looks like it. I bet that's what they use. Make animated videos in minutes.
That was another one that my AI suggested. We got to go 3 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 809.
A chance of rain and storms today as we see highs in the mid-90s. It is 71 in Joplin.
We'll give you a look at the weather forecast in about 15 minutes, tell you about our chances of rain over the next few hours.
But we're talking about the time that you fell asleep on the job.
623-1025 to tell us about the time it happened to you.
You can also tell us on Facebook.
Here's Jason Aldean.
On the 4 states, #1 for country.
KIX 102.5. Oh, yeah, I think this Adobe looks like it. These characters, the animation paced together style. I think this is it. Which I think we have a corporate Adobe account.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we have this. You have to add on all these things.
Phone's ringing.
Hi there, Morning KIX. Good. How are you doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Just sitting right there on the can taking a nap.
You know how to cover that, don't you? What you do is you come out, you go, woo, do not go in there.
I feel so much better after that.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. And no one's going to say anything if you spend 15 minutes in the bathroom because
Right.
they don't want to know.
Thanks for calling.
Have a great day.
Okay.
All right, Jimmy's got it confirmed. Brown recluse spider. That's what got her.
There it is. Yeah.
Morning, Major.
It's Adobe Express.
I can't find
This looks just like the quality.
Where are you seeing video? I can't see any video or whatever what it looks like.
Express X, character animator. I don't know why. Oh, it's muted.
Made from audio is perfect for creating an animated message for social media, friends and family, or whatever other ideas.
And it does it from audio, and it can build a story based on what the audio is saying.
Adobe Express is an
Wow.
social media. There's
Yeah.
different phrases.
Oh my gosh, Jen.
He's got a ton of
This
different
is
styles.
it. And I guess there's a free. Wow.
There's a free version?
Look at this. This looks like theirs.
Hey everyone, Goat here. And I just want to tell you about Adobe Character Animator. It's a great
This
animation
looks like it.
program that lets you control a character, whether you're on the web as part of Adobe Express or in the desktop version. Today, I'm going to show you how to achieve web-like results with the desktop version. And you can make a character animation within minutes.
That looks just like the stuff we have. I don't know. We'll have to figure all that out. But I want to do this to where we have, see what you guys think, okay? Ultimately, it comes down to what you think of it. But the idea of a cartoon animation for our promos, for our stuff that we do, it could even be exactly what we run in our funny promos.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was thinking.
Logo, John Williard voice, everything. Logo at the beginning, and then we start in with maybe it's me and you sitting on mic talking about y'all ain't gonna believe this news headline. And in my word bubble comes up, whatever it is we're talking about, or maybe it flashes to other scenes of that as I'm describing it.
Mm-hmm.
And these little animations, so they're no longer than a minute, say, tops. 30 seconds to a minute, just like our promos.
Right.
Would that not be cool? So I'm 99% sure now that it's Express Animation.
Yeah.
That's the first one I found that looked like what their videos looked like. Their characters, their animation, that whole same type of movement, everything.
Right.
And they had a character called Redneck Delilah, which is where a person calls in like they would to the Radio Delilah show, for relationship experience. Only this is a ghetto Delilah that they had, which we couldn't do. It was a black character. Honey, girlfriend, you can't be doing. No, just dump that guy, all right? He's messing around on you, that kind of thing. Mama could be one, like that character whenever Mama calls in. But we could use this so many places, and it would instantly give us that video content that relates back to the show.
Yeah.
That's what I'm really, really, really looking for right now, is stuff that relates back to the show. And you could do it all from audio. For that. I'm not saying that's exclusively what we would do, but that could be a big part of promoting back to the show.
Right.
Also,
That's fun.
Triples is best ticket giveaway.
What is that?
True Crime Tuesday.
Woody says no.
What, Woody? What are you talking about? No. What do you mean no? Don't tell me no.
Megan just says ghetto Delia.
Delilah.
Delia. All right, Seg.
Yes, Jimmy. Good thing you came in and didn't wait. As rotten as you are, you wouldn't have lasted long. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number 1 for country. Morgan Wallen, I got better.
We're talking about the time that you fell asleep on the job.
623-1025 to text or tell us your stories.
You can also tell us on Facebook.
Here's Riley Green.
On KIX 102.5.
Sorry, we've not been chatting as much or talking as much as we usually have. Christy, Tom gave me an interesting thing this weekend. Just one of his many, many, many random conversations. He handed me these little bracelets that you wear that are insect repellents.
Mm-hmm.
I had never seen these before. Yep. And if you're in a very high congestion area, like he said, when they went to Louisiana, they would wear 2, one on their ankle and one on a wrist, and said they never got bit with these.
And they're kid-friendly.
Yeah, he gave me a couple of them, and you don't have to deal with the sticky mess that you do when you wear off. And I've not tried them yet, but he gave me a couple of them, and he said you can buy them at Walmart. So I'm like, definitely going to get these. Wait a minute, Megan. Wait a minute.
I love the
Wait.
animated idea. I just wanted to say no.
Hold on just a second. You smell that?
Yep. Unfortunately.
We came up with so many catchphrases unintentionally over this trip that we kept referencing back to. One of them was an amazing. I can tell you guys this story. So, years and years and years ago, when I worked in another town, in another market, down in West Plains, Missouri, in that area, I was working for a top 40 radio station, and a guy came in and bought the station, bought the whole cluster, and he bought another group of radio stations in the area, and he combined all of them into one building. When we went into that building, I'll never forget, during the first month I was there was a big uproar within the corporation because they discovered that there had been a preacher that would, they do this thing on their AM station where the preachers come in and record a little deal and they air them back on the Sunday.
Right.
Well, they'd had a preacher who had been running a 2-hour show from 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock every Sunday morning, been doing it for 10, 15 years, was one of the biggest white supremacists in the United States, and they caught some of his messaging. Nobody had ever listened, I guess, to his content.
Yikes.
And he talked, one of his terms was judicals. He had talked about the radical Jews, the judicals and everything, and the black people, and he had a compound out near Gainesville, Missouri. His name was Gordon Winrod. You can look him up. There was a huge standoff between him and the ATF and the FBI some 6 months later because he had kidnapped a bunch of his grandchildren and had like these 12-year-old wives and everything out there. And yeah, it was a big walled compound, and there was a standoff that went on for weeks. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Showers and storms possible today as we see a high near 93. It is 71 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast in just 6 minutes. Tell you about our chances of rain. Looks like they're getting less and less as this stuff continues to move to the northeast.
We'll take a full look at your forecast in just 4 minutes.
But we're talking about the time that you fell asleep on the job. Happens to the best of us.
623-1025 to call or text.
I'll never forget when I played club circuit. Was playing music on the club circuit. Well, there's many a times I'd have to play 3 or 4 gigs within a week.
Right.
And you're out till 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning and then have to get up and come in at 6 a.m. And I have fallen asleep in the middle of a weather forecast before.
Like, as you're speaking.
Partly cloudy skies, as high as near 7. And then you wake up and you don't realize what you last said. And KIX 102.5, like that. Yes, that has happened to me.
So tell us about the time that you fell asleep on the job.
Yes, I have. I was about 18 years old, just started working overnight shift at Wendy's, and I put in a little over 70 hours that week, and one Saturday night I'm at work, and my boss comes around the corner and smacks me because I'm standing up sleeping on the line. We had a drive-through with about 15 cars in it, and I'm just standing there sound asleep.
Nap time.
Yeah, I got fired.
You want fries with that?
Have you ever fallen asleep on the job?
I just got back from maternity leave, and I fell asleep in the women's bathroom where I worked, and my fellow women let me sleep for about an hour.
In the bathroom?
In the bathroom. we had chairs in the bathroom, and I sat down and I fell asleep, and they let me sleep. They covered for me for about an hour.
We have chairs in our bathroom, too, but they're not comfortable to sit on.
You sit on them for a different reason. That's awesome that they would cover for you. Like, that's some good coworkers, right?
Well, I wasn't getting much sleep because baby kept me up all night.
Hey, Jim, will you cover for me while I go take a nap in the bathroom?
You're not a new mom.
You don't know that. I might be.
I'm pretty sure you're not, though.
Have you ever fallen asleep on the job?
I worked in a carpet mill. We dyed carpet, and I worked between the steamer and the dryer.
Oh, so it's really warm.
Oh, yes, steamy and heat and everything. So I fall asleep. I'm sitting in my chair. My head is down. All of a sudden, I wake up, and I see shoes. And I hear a voice. That says, Waylon. I threw my hand up like 1 minute, and then I waited just a second, and then I kind of stopped, and I said, amen. And then I raised up and looked at him and said, yes, sir.
Did he buy it?
He kind of shook his head, but he kind of couldn't say anything either because he didn't want to infringe on my religious beliefs or whatever. So I got away with it.
Tell us about the time you fell asleep on the job.
623-1025 to call or text.
It's the 4 states #1 for country. Couldn't you see
Oh, yeah.
how this would work?
Totally.
Oh, my gosh. Instantly, everything becomes usable as video content, and it's
Yeah.
33 seconds long. We could do millions of them.
Yeah.
We've got
Especially
to
if
have
they're that easy.
Yeah. You just go in and tell it what you want in the scene. If it's not giving you what you want, then you correct it with AI.
Mm-hmm.
Say, I want a picture of a factory with this guy sitting there sound asleep and his boss standing over him with his arms crossed,
Mm-hmm.
So it shoots to that scene, then back to it's a split, diagonally split with him up on one corner on the phone and us on the other one on the microphone with headphones, and telling the story, and then back to the scene.
Mm-hmm. It
So
could be great.
easy. It would be so awesome. So I'm going to work towards making that happen for us. I don't know. I'm sure it's going to cost an arm and a leg.
I'm sure.
And it's so much easier to justify something after they've seen it, after it's been a thing,
Mm-hmm.
But I think I can convince them. There were a number of things that when that was happening, I'd lean over to Mark and go, hey, this, we need this, or we need this. I've got group texts between us going, could we get this? Do we have this? We need this. And so I've got to kind of prioritize what I'm going to ask for and what we're going to utilize. But a lot of it, the things I'm asking for is focused on the video for social media.
Is it stuff that only we could use or stuff that all of
No,
KIX
I
could
want
use?
stuff that, and I said we need a corporate like the Cap Cut.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, do we have a corporate account for this? Because I've heard that they use some of this over there. And we had a conversation, too, that there's some things that they have that is not communicated or shared throughout the building. But he told me that the Cap Cut that exists over there is that own person's personal one. We don't have a corporate, but he immediately began looking at pricing and stuff for that.
It's Tiffany. We miss you.
You can see here.
When's back to school? For a lot of us, it's next week.
We have Cap Cut subscription. Kelly is double checking. So he was immediately saying, hey, and then she, by then I was able to talk to him. We got a little bit of a break. He's like, that's her personal. And I was like, we may not need it. I think it looked like it was free, but only the limited access, limited.
Which is what I've always used.
Yeah.
It's worked okay for now.
CapCut is really good at doing things that don't have audio. Picture videos, little quick scenes and stuff you can throw together. I did one. I was like, how easy is this to use? So I downloaded it to my phone, and I just grabbed a couple of random videos. I didn't want anything designed for it, and made this. Just of my practice videos, I think I uploaded 3 videos like that, and I was like, that's how Ronaldo makes those. I think he uses it on all of his. That was the biggest, I think, was the biggest thing we could do that I could take from this whole weekend was the animated little, and it was such a little deal. So as people were coming up on the stage, he showed 2 of these. He showed one, and then when they had another guest come up, they showed another.
Yeah, this video this is CapCut,
Mhm.
and I did add audio to it. I narrated the whole thing because you can make the video and then export it into TikTok, and then you can add the rest of whatever you want to it.
What kind of a timeline are you looking at work? How much of a workload was that?
No, not at all. It was easy. As long as I have what I need,
Mhm.
obviously, then it's not a big deal. Couple minutes.
Those are cool. I don't know how much.
I think it was honestly the script writing probably took the longest.
Could we crop? Can you crop video
Like this?
on CapCut? Yeah. Like,
I don't know through CapCut, but I used to do it through TikTok, if you remember.
crop this,
Mhm.
crop that.
And then I'd go back and forth. That's how I used to do it at one point. before we switched, and then TikTok switched how they did editor stuff.
I have an idea, too, for video podcasting through creating it through OBS. Okay, you know how we have this all set up? I have it all set up with shortcuts and everything. What would it look like if we created something similar about this, just me and you, and made separate scenes, put them very simple here, and we did a back and forth video podcast with just the two of us. Maybe it's, and here's the thing, the content,
Right.
but maybe it's, what was the name of that? Hold on, I have it right here. There's an idea for True Crime Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
True Crime Tuesday podcast, video podcast, where it's me and you telling the stories, reacting to the story. Maybe we do one, two, maybe three tops of our best. Y'all ain't gonna believe this news headlines or whatever, and it's us telling the story. I kind of like the animated video idea for this better, but we want to give something different. I don't want to overuse that.
Sure.
I think using that for morning show promos is huge.
Yeah, that'd be great. I love that idea.
There's also a video they did of hypnotizing a chicken. My brain just immediately
Hypnotizing a chicken?
Yeah, I can hypnotize a chicken. I used to be an animal therapist. Did you know that?
Yeah.
We actually went out to the farm in a video of you capturing the chicken, bring it back to the studio, and it's give that all away. But
Yeah, yeah.
that could be a whole thing. The sore loser giveaway was an idea that they had. This one station did where a person won, but the other person had to badmouth them so much. They did it to such a degree that everybody agreed that, yeah, they shouldn't get it. And it got pretty salty, I guess, some of them.
I bet.
Hi there, Morning KIX.
Hey.
Oh, no.
Oh, what happened?
Wait. Hold on. Let me switch phones here. Okay, you've fallen asleep on the job before? Wait. Oh, my gosh. What does that look like when you do that?
What happened? You just start swerving into the house or what?
Yeah. Have you ever had like a crazy design because you had fallen asleep on the mower? Thanks for calling, man.
Have a good one.
I wanted the story. He could have done that where he ended up mowing figure
I kept
eights
waiting
and
for it.
went through a lady's flower bed. Come
Mhm.
on. It's okay to spice up your story. The Chat GPT breakup predictor. Is this something they've been going, having people call in and they give them details about their relationship. They put it in and ask, how long do you think the relationship's going to last?
That's great.
Caller 10 wins, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I like this one.
I like this one.
So we might do this where we take caller 10, take them on the air and say, okay, here's the deal. You've won these tickets if you can call us back in the next 10 minutes. And everyone else's job is to tie up our phone lines to the degree where they can't.
Mm-hmm.
10 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever. Call us back in 5 minutes. These tickets are yours. So that's the beginning of the break. You do the commercial break and you start answering the phone. Is this him? Is this him? No, time's running out. Come on, Bill. You got to call us back, and answering the phones.
I think it's a great idea.
I like it. If they get through, tickets are theirs. If they can't get back through, if everybody blocks them, then we go on to the next 10th
Which
caller.
we've learned from Secret Sound is possible.
Yeah.
Absolutely. How many of y'all said this morning you couldn't even get through?
Yes. So we could do this, and one pair of tickets could last all morning long. We could start it early, So I had some good ideas.
Jimmy says it's raining there now.
Raining where now?
Frontenac?
Yeah, I don't believe we're going to get rain out of this. I thought originally that it was going to rain in Joplin, but I don't believe it's going to. This is all collecting itself and tracking to the northeast. So Pittsburgh probably getting a little light rain right now, maybe. Just over to the west of them they are, but we're not going to.
So what's going to be the plan for Oliver then if he doesn't get into pre-K?
Here we go. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number 1 for country.
Here's Jordan Davis.
On KIX 102.5. Yeah, good at clogging the lines. That could be fun, and eventually somebody will get the tickets, eventually not everybody can just sit there and call all morning long. So,
right.
But you just have to keep going and keep going till you get one. The T-Bone wreck Saturday evening at HH and AA? I don't think so, Dorinda. What happened? I mean, it's T-Bone, right? Yes. Love a good T-Bone. Was it
I know
bad?
that there were quite a few wrecks in the 4 states this weekend.
Mel never did send the pictures. Tom had it, too. So we had a power outage at one of our main transmitter sites last night at around 2 o'clock in the morning. And I guess the Empire guys went out there, or Liberty Utilities, and they found a dead raccoon right up, ready to eat. They had a picture of him holding it up. Got into the power lines. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Showers and storms possible today as we see a high near 93. It is 71 in Joplin.
And we've got the Morning KIX takeover getting ready to start in 14 minutes. Going to start your day with your favorite songs that you pick.
You got to go on the KIX app, though, or the website to make those picks. It's KIX1025.com.
And we'll start playing them back for you in about 15 minutes.
We're talking about the time that you fell asleep on the job.
623-1025. Nothing to be ashamed of here. Everybody does this at one point or another.
When I first got started in morning radio, I fell asleep. We had a couch, like a futon in the studio, and I was just like, I just want to go sit over there and just catch my breath for a moment, which was the absolute mistake. I zonked out.
I used to work at a station in northern Arkansas, well, will remain unmentioned, that I had to cover Saturdays from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. And again, playing music all night long the night before. So what I would do is I would put on a song that was, and turn it up so loud that when it ended, the silence would wake me up.
Right.
Only one time it did not.
So how long did you fall asleep for?
Oh my gosh, like 17 minutes. The phones are
Oh,
ringing.
no.
And there's someone pounding on the
Oh,
door.
Randy.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
So tell us about the time you fell asleep on the job.
Yeah, I drive a big bus here in Springfield, and I had working lots of long, crazy hours, and I was back-to-back 60, 70-hour weeks, and I was working a late shift, waiting to pick up a person around like 9 or 10 o'clock, and laid down, and I'm not sure how long I slept for, but fortunately, it wasn't a real big deal, but I probably was a half hour late picking them up.
Waiting on the bus all day.
Where's the bus?
What about the time? Have you ever fallen asleep on the job?
Yeah, whenever I was actually going through AIT for the Army, really comfortable computer chairs. They're like really plush leather. I was rocking back in one of those, and I had fallen asleep, and I had a chew in, and I had swallowed my chew, and right whenever I swallowed it, my drill sergeant came up behind me and grabbed me by the ear and yanked me and threw me out of the chair and told me to wake up.
Rock-a-bye, little soldier in the
Hot!
treetop.
Like that.
Have you ever fallen asleep on the job?
Well, I work at Marina Wharf, so when we get slow, I've passed out in the office before. I got fired for it. District manager walks in, and I'm sitting in here on a Saturday, passed out in the office with no one in here, and comes in there and slams the door, wakes me up, scares the out of me.
It happens. It happens.
It happens.
You got to get sleep, right?
Tell us about the time you fell asleep on the job.
623-1025 to text or tell us.
You can also tell us on Facebook.
It's the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
Another thing that was demonstrated for us over the weekend was from Comrex,
Oh, okay.
and it's called Gaggle.
Gaggle?
Gagl. And it's amazing, but I don't think it's usable for us.
What is it?
Very affordable. It is because all phone lines are now digital. The capability to have all of your phone calls from listeners, interviewers, or anything sound just like they're right there. Crystal clear audio. I've
That's
complained
crazy.
oftentimes about how awful phone calls are.
Yep.
What it does is your phone number is set up that the instant they call it, it switches it over to this digital protocol.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what they're using, landline, whatever, it automatically switches that over and turns it into that audio so that what comes into us is crystal clear digital audio every time.
That's awesome. That'd be great.
Yes and no. I think there is a certain aspect of production value for a phone call sounding phone call. That when you eliminate that, you automatically lose some of the differentiation between our voices and their voice. I listened to, they showed a series of phone calls. They said, would you rather have this? Like some of ours are.
Right.
Or this. And it showed and every time I heard it, though, it was almost like automatically a tune out of the conversation. For interviews and stuff, for live event stuff, it's like a no-brainer. Yeah, it would be great. And it's very affordable, like $20 a month.
That's not bad.
Yeah. And if you've got like what we have, our receiver, that's all you need. What we have is we're already set up for it.
Cool.
But I don't know that I would want it for call-ins because people associate a call-in with that sound.
Right.
So I think you lose something when you do that.
Yeah.
It's just up to us to make them sound good.
Yeah.
I was talking about our Telos. Our Telos has, I don't know if this one does, but most Telos have built-in, if you have the one that'll connect to a computer, you can go in and set dynamics and EQ and noise gating and everything for those.
Right.
I'm not sure if these do or not. But I know even back in the 90s when Telos first came out, that was one of their big claims to fame. I remember the ones that I worked on in like LA and other markets, bigger markets, they were automatically set up to maximize the phone caller's volume, no matter what they were, even if they were like this, it would pick that up and pull it up. Ours is not. I wish it was.
Right.
But I do it's not that hard for me to do that. I think I do a pretty good job of making the phone calls.
I think you do too.
We have some people in the building that won't even touch it and just air them as is, if they do at all.
I'm gonna make a phone call.
Okay. Brenda says, yeah, the car that was T-boned spun, and the back end of the car came back into the front driver's corner, driver's side corner of her Jeep. Not a lot of damage to hers. We're all okay. Thank goodness. Yeah. And there is Cheap Viewers on Streambo. Yeah, Joplin News First, the ambulance chasers. That's all they know to do for news is, did someone die? Did someone die? Someone getting shot? That's their deal. And if you've ever read any of their attempts at writing news, you see why. I mean, they're lucky they can even spell. They cannot write a news story. All right. Let's see what else is going on this week. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about your special ability, the thing that you can do that most people can't, that you pull out and go, well, look what I can do, that kind of thing. Plus, we're going to begin talking about back to school shopping, back to school. Most of us may or may not already have our back to school shopping done. I know my wife and my oldest daughter, they took and the kids and went back to school shopping this last weekend and got a bunch of stuff just because they were in, their little town doesn't have anything. So they were thrilled to come to Joplin and go shopping.
We've gotten all the back to school clothes shopping done. We just got to get all
the supplies. Yeah, I got those lists. And we're going to be talking about on Wednesday that thing that you thought was lame when you were a kid, but now that you're an adult, you love it.
like naps.
That's the best one. That's got to be number one on the list. And then Thursday, as we're getting closer to back to school, we are going to be talking about the back to school must-haves when you were a kid.
Ooh. Okay.
You
Like
know,
trapper keepers.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Mine was the superheroes lunchbox.
Yeah.
It was raised, had the raised metal.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get it. I had a cheesy one. And then Friday, again, getting ready for back to school, we're going to be talking about the craziest thing you ever got sent to the principal's office for when you were in school.
Mm-hmm.
And then next week will be pretty much, not all, but a lot of back to school ideas. Back to school stuff. Kid wake ups. We're going to talk about those next Monday.
Yes.
Your favorite school lunch or your least favorite?
Did I ever tell you how my grandma used to wake us up? It drove me insane. She'd get one of those old glass mustard jars and a wooden spoon. And I don't know if you've ever heard the sound that a wooden spoon and a mustard jar makes, but it is so loud. And she would just and stand in the doorway and do that. And I was like, Grandma, I love you, but get out of here. It's killing me.
My dad used to take 3 or 4 ice cubes and just dump in the bed with you. No matter where you moved, they slide around and follow you everywhere you went. I need to do an app alert for the
Our Meet the Teacher is on Thursday. The Meet the Teacher open house night is on Thursday. Jimmy says her grandkids is tonight. Oh, wow. We're already to the third break this hour. I don't know when that happened. All of that sounds so good. Megan, chili and cinnamon rolls, biscuits and gravy, chicken and dumplings with mashed taters. Pizza day with those frozen Minute Maid juice thingies. I used to love chicken nugget day because I would take the biscuit and poke a hole in it, and then you put a bunch of mashed potatoes in the biscuit, and then you put the chicken nugget and the mashed potatoes in the biscuit. And I don't know what it was. That's just how all of us at my school would eat our chicken nuggets. It was literally chicken and a biscuit. Oh, that's cool, Jimmy. Pizza Hut donates pizza every Friday. We got to go, Randy. 7 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 849.
Showers and thunderstorms possible today as we see a high near 93. It is 71 in Joplin.
I don't think we're going to get anything out of this wave that has been moving through southeastern Kansas, but there is the chance of it later on during the day.
And we'll take a full look at your forecast in just 11 minutes.
And we've got the Morning KIX takeover starting in just a few minutes, so you still got time to go on the KIX app or the KIX website and make your song picks before we start your day with them in just a few minutes.
But we're talking about falling asleep on the job, something I'm sure most all of us have done. It happens.
623-1025 to text or tell us about when it happened to you.
You can also tell us on Facebook.
What about you? Have you ever fallen asleep on the job?
Oh, yeah. Back when I used to work for my old man, we were leveling houses, and I was underneath the house, and I fell asleep waiting on him.
It was like, where did he go? I don't know. Can't find him.
I tell you what.
Got a good day's sleep.
Have you ever fallen asleep on the job?
Back in 2006, I was going through basic training in Fort Knox, Kentucky, and it was lunch chow time. And so I got my tray, and I sat down. I had my elbows on either side of the tray, my hands clasped in front of me, and my head resting against me, and I fell asleep. The drill sergeant comes up to me and hits me in the back of the head and says, "What are you doing, Private?" And without missing a beat, I looked up at him, and I said, "Drill Sergeant, I'm praying."
Yeah, do you mind having a moment with the Lord?
What is with all you cadets falling asleep?
Let me tell you, they don't let you have much sleep in boot camp.
No, they don't.
4 hours, about all you can expect.
Oh, yeah.
What about you? Have you ever fallen asleep on the job?
I work at a hospital here in town, and I'm an operator. So basically, I answer the incoming phone calls. I page doctors for doctors. If there's a code blue or any medical gas problems, I'm in charge of all that overnight.
So when have you fallen asleep on the job before? What happened?
Well, I had fallen asleep and woke up to security banging on the door because, of course, you have to have a code to get in. And they were banging on the door because they thought like I was hurt or dead or something on the other side. Well, needless to say, I just kind of brushed it off. I was off 2 weeks for surgery, and I come back, and my boss pulls me in the office and shows me the video. And
oh, no.
I'm like, yep, you caught me, because it's all on camera in our office. But it's not easy staying awake overnight.
No, definitely not.
What about you? Have you ever fallen asleep on the job?
623-1025 to text us your stories, or you can tell us on Facebook.
Morning KIX takeover, just 2 minutes away.
On the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5. All right, so tomorrow we're talking about your special ability. Also, back to school shopping. We'll celebrate that. Secret Sound at 7:20. The jackpot is $1,177, and then party tickets up for grabs as well. Anything else? Okay. All right, so have a great day, and we will see you tomorrow. Nope.
We're going to do this. What time is it? All right, yeah, we can wrap up. There's going to be a little notification going out. If you want to buy tickets for Roots and Boots, you can just click on it, and it'll take you right there. That's going to go out on the KIX app. Or you can wait until Thursday and Friday and try your luck at winning them. We're going to be giving them away later this week. So
Cool.
Tomorrow, more Hardy tickets, all that, like she's saying. So have a great rest of your Monday, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.